we have this physical disability or visual impairment. Biologically, we're still functioning well, and we have sexual desires, and it's very normal, it's not a miracle. So remember, we have all the rights of having sex or not because we have disabilities, just because it's our decisions.
Our big challenge as visually impaired ladies or young girls or women in general, mostly if we face a GBV case, if we are GB victims or survivors, our witnesses are not really reliable. Like if I am going to this police station and they ask me, can you remember a perpetrator? Can you remember the color of his skin? Can you remember the shirt he wore? So that would be difficult for me because I can't see him. So automatically my testimonies it would be useless. And that really increases the levels of GBV cases because the perpetrators really know that nothing will happen to them. They will never be able to identify them. That's a big challenge for us. I dream of the world in the future where everyone's testimony will be valued, not depending on any type of disability.
You see that I am now 25 years old, but when I am going to the hospital for any issue, not even gender-based violence, they always ask me, do you have a caregiver or your parents? As if it's really acceptable, as if it's really necessary to always go with my guide or caregiver or my parent.
Definitely, I am here.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the poem is entitled, Who Should I Blame? When I wrote this poem, I based on very real experiences happen everywhere, not in my country, just in Africa. Who should I blame? Who should I accuse for this pain and discrimination, oppression and mistreatment? I ask everyone, when will be the end of this abuse and violence? Who should I blame? Who should I accuse? Look at my very sad face. I stand in a position of millions and millions of victims from every corner of the world who are struggling, crying and suffering, neglected and humiliated, ignored and violated just because they have disability. Who should I blame? Who should I accuse? For virginity of young women and ladies who are always raped because of nonsense stereotypes. Hey, animusful men, stop destroying our future. We are not a medicine of HIV, AIDS, or any other incurable diseases. Who should I blame? Who should I accuse? It is unfair, ignoring my way of describing the perpetrators because I'm visually impaired. I don't see any color. I don't see an image. But still, I can know people's voices. I can know perpetrators just by touching. Yes, I have mental disability, but still I can simply witness what happened to me.
Yes, I speak the other language. I mean sign language, but still we can communicate, and it's a language. Who should I blame? Who should I accuse? Virginity of girls with disabilities who are always raped because of nonsense stereotypes. Hey, unmerciful men, stop destroying our future. We are not a medicine of HIV, AIDS, or any other incurable diseases. Who should I blame? Who should I accuse for these names of stigma and dehumanization they call us? Look, in front of some people's eyes, seems that we are not human beings. We are just things. They insult us with no shame.
We want you to change people. We want you to change society. Change, change, change. Either your blood or our blood, all is red. And remember, we women and young people with disabilities, we deserve respect. We deserve dignity. We deserve to live without any violence. This is not a favor, I swear. It is completely our right.
Woo! Woo! Oh, Maria's coming. Maria's coming.